just a disclaimer, I'm not a trained technician. I don't have the couple years in school or training, repairing, fixing, adjusting sewing machines. I'm not the person to ask. If you are having issues with your own sewing machine, by all means, take the basic things about going through, cleaning out all the lint and dust that might have built up in all the components. Try rethreading the machine. Sometimes you might, as we saw in this earlier, and in other videos, where there were some minor issues that were easily fixed by just cleaning out or rethreading the machine. Try all that first. If you're still not happy with it, take it to get it professionally serviced, because there's only so much you can do at home yourself and what your friends can do. Lighting right now isn't the best, but that's really just down to me only being able to do this recording on a day when it's highly overcast, since I rely on outside lights, so that's why it's going to be a bit dark and shadowy. Well, compared. So yeah, there's that massive screw up. So today, my intention for this video is to pull this apart, give it a bit of a clean out on the inside, and give it a bit of an oil as well, just to get the parts moving. As what was shown in the video with the Husqvarna sewing machine, that I'm assuming had been left, in with a car, so in a garage, outside in a shed. It was in relatively okay condition, considering some really, really bad ones you can come across. But anyway, this one had been kept in an area with constant temperature fluctuation, so I'm sort of worried about more. I'm worried about rust on the inside. I forgot to take that off. So because I've got this, I'm going to be making an attempt to remove the screws and take off as much as I comfortably can without having to physically touch any of the settings in this thing. So the speed control doesn't matter. These don't matter. I shouldn't need to worry about moving any of these off, although I'm pretty sure that has to come off. This one looks like it'll be fine. So yeah, let's get to work. And to begin with, as I understand, well, let's take a look, sorry. Going through the manual, there are set screws. There are 2 screws here I have to remove from this. There are 2 screws in here that I have to remove, set screw B and C, and then this whole part's supposed to lift off. So let's try that, shall we? Anyway, now I'm going to guess it's these 2 screws here that I have to remove. Probably not the best screwdriver for this, but alright, I'm back. Now, I've got a screwdriver and I have a neodymium magnet on here. What this is going to do is just give it a bit of, well, hopefully the screws won't go all over the place. That's what we're looking for. Looking at this now, there's probably no real necessity to take that off. Oh, and I just lost the screw. Oh wait, there it is. Alright, those will go in there so I don't lose them. So in here really we can just see we've got the light that's not that difficult to change. It's got some information on here about the wattage and whatnot. There we go, it's back in place. All right, let's open this back up. Now I've already taken out the tools, so there's 2 screws in here. And I can't tell where they are. Ah, there we go. So there's one down here and there's one over here. So I'm going to remove those. Doesn't come out as easy as I was expecting. Oh, this is a bit of a fight. What does it say in here? Oh. That whole thing pops. Uh-oh. What was that? Definitely not what I wanted to do. Come here. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything broken on here. Oh, look at that. I thought the inside was bad. But, okay. So that's obviously to something. Hopefully not that important. Now we can get a good look at the inside. I'll just nab a photo of this. So on the inside, there definitely appears to be a bit of dust. So you can see it behind this dial here. So there's definitely been a bit of a build-up. So that's good. We should at least be able to remove that rather easily. I might need to use my vacuum cleaner on this. Anyway, put that aside. So now what I want to do is take the side off and take the front off. And then the bottom. So that is accomplished. Yeah. So this needs to come off. 2 feet need to come off. Whoops. Let's put it on its side. So there are 2 screws at the bottom here. Ooh, that's not going to come out. So it turns out there's a latch behind here that I need to perhaps get rid of first. Okay, I don't think I'll be taking off that front panel, but I do want to try to get this side panel off. Ah, there we go, it was caught on this up here. So if that's in focus, hopefully. There we go. And we've got a bit of dust and dirt build up in here. So it was this latch here that was caught on. As we can see, there is a There's also a fair bit in here as well, which would be good to clean off. Taking off that front panel looks like it's going to mess too much with the internal electronics, so I don't feel comfortable taking it off, which is unfortunate. But this gets us into all the good stuff. So down here we've got the motor. This is effectively what powers the whole thing. An adjustment screw which doesn't need adjustment. This alters the selection. So which cam is currently being used, patten cam. Now I'm guessing this belt here is what's going to control the bobbin. Allow it to move. My original so you got all the like gears and stuff in here. Now looking at this offhand, I'm honestly tempted to put some oil in here. But considering how easy that comes off, I'm going to avoid doing that. But as I said before, I want to take this bottom off. Forgot I left it up here. So those two can go there. Now according to this, I have to remove these two screws. Those two I've already taken out. Those two, so that's going to be a fair few. So first I'm going to move this one out. Ooh, that's a size difference. So they're all not the same screw, which is a bit of a trend I'm starting to notice and I'm worried about. Alright, so I'll pull this off. Which is connected here, so I had to remove wait, how do I take this off? Loosen and remove sets A, C and B, and then okay, so is it this one? Is it this one? So that one. There we go. Oh, careful. Yeah, that was a good idea. I pulled that off. All right. I'll leave all those off for now. And so that's underneath. Ooh, yeah, look at that. There's a pin in there. Just some dust bunnies. Now that's starting to look a little dry. Broken needle. I think I'm going to apply some grease to that, just to be careful. I want to apply grease anywhere else. Kind of want to have a look in there. All right, that's the electronics. I'm not touching that. All right, I'm going to have to go grab some more stuff, so I'm going to have to pause this video, go grab it, come back, and get on with cleaning this. So pulling that stuff out, like that needle, like this needle tip, this could have really gunked up the works in here. So I'm sort of glad I found that. Anyway, should be back in a little bit. So to start off with, I'm just going to blast this with the vacuum cleaner. Well, suck it. Right, now that's done, I'm going to plug in my smaller probe and I'm going to suck again. Alright, so now I'm back to this point. During the last cut, what I did was I turned around and just gave all the parts that are detached currently a good wipe down. There. All right. So that should be done. If I put this back up the right way, on the ground. I'm going to want to pay attention to this area over here. Don't want to lose those screws. A little bit of dust in there. All right. So first off, I'm gonna add some oil. Yeah, all honesty, now that I get a better look at this, I'm not particularly happy with the fact that you got this plastic gear here. All right, that's enough oil for there. So what I have is this bottle of Singer lubricant that I picked up. This I purchased on eBay. No, I don't remember where it is. No, I'm not going to link to it. For those simple reason, I don't know where it is. I bought this years ago. Now, I'm not like 100% comfortable with doing this, but I honestly just can't leave it like that. Oh, you're kidding me. All right, let's hope I can get some out of it now. Oh, it's the white stuff. All right, I got a feeling I just put way too much on there. Let's bring this up to level. Actually, rather like the sound of that now. Interesting. It sounds better than it did before. All right. So that's the selection switch. All right, let's see what we can oil in here. That does something. Up there looks like there's some grease. All right. There. You know what? I'm going to add some grease onto this cam in here. This thing. I absolutely have no idea what I just did, if it was right. So you can see the white grease on there now, which is just here. Doesn't look like it's enough. I'm only doing this because it looks like the grease has all been pushed off. Now I'm also doing it at a cam that's rotating just at the front here. So what I'm doing is I'm looking inside, seeing what's moving, and then applying just a smidge of grease to it. Okay. So something interesting I found inside the unit, inside the machine, is you have this sensor here. And I found these on printers as well. It effectively, it's able to detect one, which way the object is moving, I'm assuming here, and the second, at what speed. Now, is there anywhere else I can... All right. So now I'm going to do this front bit. Hopefully it's not that difficult to... Oh, there's an understatement. Where's that? There we go. All right, let's do something completely stupid and plug it in as it is, with it all exposed. All right, here we go. Plug it in. All right, so it's turned on. Lift up the presser foot. All right. So it's still making that knocking sound. now it's on straight stitch. So a bit of oil in there, 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 there. Alright, turn that off. Take out the needle. Turn it back on. Alright, so the knocking's going on somewhere down here. Pass a little bit of oil in there. Okay, what do we got going on under here? Oh, there's the part I didn't see before the oil. Alright, let's flip her upside down. It's off. Now it's on. Okay. Let's look at changing to zigzag, wide foot. Alright, let's go for a more fancy stitch. Like that. And it was alright at half speed. I am really concerned about that knocking, but I can't seem to identify what that is. I'm going to take it back in here. Yep, nice and greasy. Ooh. Bugger. straight stitch. That's where I want it. I am really curious about what is causing that to go knock, knock, knock. Is there anything in the troubleshooting guide in this thing? Replace bobbin winder stitch unit. Replace flexible circuit board. No. Replace circuit board, side volume unit. Replace transformer. Oh, it's got a transformer in there. Replace lamp socket. Replace circuit board B and fuse. Replace main socket unit. Replace motor unit. Alright, I am basically at a loss as to why it's making that knocking noise. Alright, I think I've run that long enough as it is. I am going to attempt to reassemble it now. This is going to be the hard part. So the first thing I'll put back on is the throat plate. Let's go with the last thing I took off. Just a sec. So I'm going to put this cover back on first. Just line up with the screws. All right. Put this on a better angle. There. That feels like it's in. And this one. All right, tighten it up just a little bit more. There. Now, Alright, so I got my first problem. Or I don't. Nope. Alright, so the feed dogs are coming up and down. That's good. That's good because you don't want to have that as an issue with your sewing machine. I mean, yeesh. Alright. This thing. So, getting this back on is going to be a bit of a headache. Or not as much as I was thinking. So that there, that there. So those two are in place. I think I got all these screws back in place. So I'm going to give them a bit of a tighten. There. Now I'm going to lift this thing up and I'm going to put this panel back on. Oh wow, that goes on a hell of a lot easier. So you go on there. And then there are two that go on the bottom of here. All right. And now we do this back bit here. Actually, I'm going to clean that just before I pack it up. That is better. All right. Well, this is going to be a fun juggling experiment, isn't it? Alright, so put you on first. On. And it's in resting. So let's try to line that up. just grab the screwdriver. All right, so I'm going to say this. The amount that's here to help with lifting that up, I'm not too happy with this handle. If this was all metal and it was covered in plastic, you know, great, but it's just plastic, so that's a major weakness. If you are picking up one of these that's really old, don't just rip it off the ground. Try to pick it up lightly, just in case you know, have a bit of a problem. Hopefully that's not going to keep popping out. And let's do this front bit here. How are we on the shot? Oh, center. Sweet. There we go. Okay, let's put this side knob back on. Oh, that feels so much more comfortable. All right, here's where I'm at. Oops. Uh-oh. All right, so what's going on here? Never simple, is it? All right, that doesn't look right. That's better. All right, so it has to be really at the top. Come on. Still doesn't want to lock in properly. Before I continue. All right, so it's up and in. There we go. All right, so if you're applying this one, just as advice, you have to hold push it up and push it in, otherwise it won't latch properly. So yeah, and it appears as if I didn't actually need to take that off for what I wanted to do, but oh boy. Looks like it's going to keep popping out on me, so I might have to look at adjusting that. Alright, I'm going to stick my needle back in here. That's alright, guys. Come on. I have a feeling that knocking sound might be coming from, yeah. Ow. So let's turn it back on. Oh no. There we go. Alright, so where is that sewing foot? Here we go, sewing foot A. And that button's not working again. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. What happens when I put it down? Yeah, same thing. Oh, that's irritating. So, something I noticed about the sewing machine. Now these feet, this is a general sort of snap-on foot, except for this is moved over to the left a little bit. It's not centered, the mounting point. What I found is that when I try to put a normal foot, say generic foot on here, it doesn't line up 100%, which is honestly just irritating. So you can't just go out and buy generic feet, throw it on here, and you have to buy one specifically designed for this machine, which is just irritating. Alright, let's do the first test by seeing how it feeds fabric. Yep, nice and smooth. Yep. Let's take this purple bobbin. Let's take this bobbin. Okay, that's threaded. So put it back in the camera view. Put this bobbin in. All right. Where's the fabric? There it is. Turn her on, and wait, are you absolutely serious? Switched out the... Let's try it again. Alright, so let's lower the stitch length to 2.5. Put it in the center. Medium speed. Huh, perfect. It's coming in nicely. Couldn't ask for anything better. Now the machine will still need to be tuned in properly. It's not like 100%, but that quirk hopefully won't keep popping up. So I'm back to the same issue where this button's not working. Tell you what, let's take a quick look in there and see what's going on. Okay, so the button wasn't functioning, triggering because the bobbin winder was engaged. So I'll engage the bobbin winder. Doesn't work. Disengage the bobbin winder. The needle button works. Okay, so figure that out. If your machine, if the needle won't go up and down with this button, it's the bobbin winder. Alright, great little troubleshooting trick there. So you put you on, you in, down, up. Ooh. Now, what I would love to be able to do is to tell this machine to leave the needle up or the needle down when it's running. That ain't gonna happen. That is gonna get very annoying. And wow, the sun is coming out. I wasn't expecting that. It was supposed to be like cloudy and not sunny today, so that's just amazing. So that comes out. So for some reason that keeps popping out of place. Now there are a few reasons for that. One, I think I have it in the wrong way, so I just had to check. So it turns out I'm running out of battery, which is not the best. Let's try to put this upside down. Let's try it this way. So there's nothing behind it, so it's supposed to go in front. That's the reason why it's popping up like that, because it's not how it's supposed to be. There's my screwdriver. There. Okay, so that should stop it from popping up and down. So 1. Two. Okay, let's see what that does now. Ah, perfect, locked in place. Oh wow, I'm losing stuff. All right, let's put that on there. Let's try this again, just because I'm feeling insane. Nice and smooth. Full speed. Yep. All right. Sewing machine is fully, well, let's just say it's been home serviced. When it started, it wouldn't feed fabric. It was, the button wasn't working, the needle button. Couldn't adjust the needle position, could adjust the needle position, but couldn't change the width of each of the stitches. That's gone. That works. It feeds fabric through nicely. Nice clean inside. Pulled out a needle tip, which, oops. And a bit of grease. it should be good. Now, this machine is not 100% finished because I still need to do something else to it. And that's going to take a bit of experimentation, but what I want to do is remove the rust from this throat plate. I will be doing that another day, not today, definitely not this week, even though I probably should. So yes, I will be doing a final video where I'll try to fix the Husqvarna's stitch select mechanism and also fix the throat plate. Until then, yibbity yibbita.